Stream or download episodes of the Label Podcast on platforms such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Radio Public, and more. Be sure to subscribe, rate, and review. Also, let us know what guests you want to hear on future episodes and what music-related topics you want to hear covered. It took me 7 times to get that right. 7 times.
Oh, check. Y'all tuned in to another episode of the Label Podcast. I'm your host, Nametag Alexander. Make sure y'all check out the website, leadingbylegendary.net, and follow us on all social media platforms. Leading Be Legendary is the Instagram. It's LABL Music on Twitter, and Leading Be Legendary on Facebook. Make sure you cop some merch, and then, of course, just search Nametag Alexander on all social media platforms as well. Now, we're going to get right into this episode because we got a special guest on here. Another one of our fellow MCs from the Detroit music culture goes by the name A. Dot. Let the people know what's good.
What's good, people? It's A-DOT, A. Dot. I keep my Grindface on.
Always.
Homie Nametag, man, for allowing me to, bless this platform, man, with, just who I am, man. So I appreciate being here, man.
And it's overdue, man. I've been talking about it for a minute. Like, yeah, I gotta get A. Dot on, man, because I still remember. Was it like a couple years ago? We had that one show that everybody was at. It was me, you. I want to say Patience was there. We was just in the back, just like chopping it up for a good ass minute.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Was there. A couple other people that was there, man. But yeah, it was a dope set. And, I love to see y'all rock, man. I'm a fan first, man. So
yeah, it gotta be, man.
I'm just grateful to be, in the presence of so many good people, man.
Appreciate it. We're going to get into it, though, man. I got this question. Just basically, like, I'm trying to keep it a certain format on the podcast when I have MCs on here, just songwriters in general. I want to start out with asking, like, when did you know that being an MC, just being connected to the hip-hop culture was definite for you? Like, walk me through that time. What music was out, movies or even the TV shows at the time?
Yeah, man. So I knew it was it for me, man, when East 99 came out, man. Bone Thugs and Harmony,
classic.
Actually, it was Creeping on the Comma. It was one of the first Bone Thugs and Harmony. It was the first of the month. It was Thuggish Ruggish Bone. Thuggish Ruggish Bone came out, man. That junk used to play all the time. I was like, yo, I love these guys. I want to be a part of what they're doing. And then, of course, the legendary Tupac, that Me Against the World album was really crazy. And so those two artists, man, is what I followed. When I first heard hip hop, that's how I heard it, and that's how I wanted to hear it. I wanted to hear it with the harmony and with the flow. You know what I mean? And because my background, my mother and my grandmother, and they were singers. They sung like with the sisters, and they did quartet singing all throughout Michigan, man. So the music is in the genes, but I just I didn't grow up with the singer aspect. It was the rapping that I liked, man. The hip hop is what I like. The culture, I felt like it talked about what I knew, what I seen. I'm from the East Side Buffalo Project, so the things that they talked about, I seen it every day. And so I was like, dog, what is this? I was just so intrigued.
It was relatable.
Yeah, those were the two artists that I rock with, Bone Thugs and Harmony and Tupac. Man. I love it.
I always have to ask that because everybody got like different, and I'm pretty sure like Pac is gonna be high up there on everybody, list as far as like people that was or artists that were influential. So I just always want to ask this to see, like, just that combination right there alone is completely different. You know what I'm saying? Just saying Bone Thugs and Pac, especially with it being in the 90s, it was so diverse, like so many different styles out there to begin with.
Yeah. And just like they were young cats, so it was like I was right up under them. They big homies in our world right now. You know what I'm saying? They so it was like. Watching them was like watching my older cousins.
Word.
Watching the big homies, man, and listening to what they're going through. And, it was like looking at my cousin Poochie, you know what I'm saying, and all them guys that was out on the block.
Exactly.
Doing their thing. So it was just, they was like the information of the soundtrack to what I seen every day. And so I fell in love with it, man.
True indeed. So with your music, like, what do you intend to have people walk away with after they're introduced to, like, when they first hear A. Dot? Like, what do you want them to walk away with?
Really, man, the whole gist of it is for people to walk away empowered. You know what I mean? I try not to make the center about me. I just use, the things that I went through to be able to deliver a perspective, an outlet, and to, you know, encourage people like, yo, no matter what you're going through, no matter what you in, no matter what's popping in your life, man, you got to keep your grind face on, and you can do it. But, you know, God gave us all the power to be able to oversee or trample over all our enemies and climb over all our mountains. And so
that's real.
people listen to my music, man, that's what I want them to walk away with. I want them to walk away with like, yo, he did it, I can do it. You know what I'm saying? And he, you know, he a regular Joe. He just like me. You know what I mean? And so if he battling, I know I'm probably battling with the same stuff, but he overcoming, so I know I can overcome. So that's the whole thing, bro.
That's real, and I'm glad you said that because I thought about it. Like growing up, a lot of us we had the image of rappers that they were just like larger than life. You know what I'm saying? So I wish we could have. I kind of wish the younger generation now they kind of got it good in a sense to where you can kind of see that the artists are human. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got this. You can damn near touch them. You know what I'm saying? Like it's.
Yeah.
I think that's something that's to be grateful for because like back then it was so like mysterious to us, so we just thought they were like superhuman.
Yeah.
And then you know what I'm saying, you grow and you see everybody like, damn, they was human just like me, or read books later on that the artist may have put out, or just hear certain interviews like, oh damn, you know, they was going through shit, the same shit I was going through.
Yeah, definitely, man. I always I feel like it's my duty to you know, not be larger than life. I don't want to be, you know, I'm not here to stun on nobody. I'm not the cat that, you know, or the guy that's like, yo, I'm better than you. You know, my whole message and my whole perspective, even with life. I mean, I do music the same way I do life. I feel like that's the reason why I get a chance to do it because it's my outlet. It's my communication to the world. You know?
Right.
It started off as a diary, but you know, it began as like, yo, you can really do this. People need to hear what you're saying. And so it's just my message to the world, man, that I'm regular Joe. Everybody, I'm just like you. Let's put our grind face on, man. Let's move. Let's get better as a community. Let's get better as a people. Let's get better as men. You know what I mean? Let's get better as black people. Let's get better as the world. You know, let's just keep getting better, man. And, you know, the
always
we fight, you know, they're gonna be there. You know, and nobody said the road would be easy, but we can make it. You know what I mean? So that's the whole thing in a nutshell, bro.
Now, obviously you're independent. So like in today's climate, we know mostly all the pros and cons of being independent, you know, versus being on a major pretty much. So like which one would you prefer though? You know, because you look at somebody like one of the biggest artists like your Drakes, you know what I'm saying, or you even revert and go say Kendrick, you know what I mean? Like they're both pretty much, well, obviously, you know, Kendrick started off being independent, but looking at where they're at now, just having that major connection, like what would you prefer? Just staying independent or, you know, linking with a major?
I mean, I think it depends, you know, it just really depends on what the numbers say, you know, and how I benefit out of it. I do like the independent, you know, ventures because you get to move at your own pace.
Yeah.
Creative control. You know, you really ain't got too many heads telling you what you should and what you can't do. It's your art, it's your artwork, it's your canvas, and you get to allow people to see who you are is in that raw cut, right?
Right.
I think the advantage though of collaborating with, you know, major labels or just a major function is just the outlets, right? You know, they got the outlet, they got the connects that you probably can't make on your own, or, you know, you get to sit in front of people that you probably wouldn't sit in front of.
Those relationships.
I think it's just those relationships. So I think, you know, they both have their perks. You know, and I wouldn't mind collaborating if, you know, if you know the figure was right. You know,
if presented right.
You know what I'm saying? As long as the relationship, we got to understand of the relationship. I'm with it because, you know, they got the relationship to touch the people that I need to touch. So from that perspective, yeah. But, you know, I love doing the independent. I love doing the dolo. Like I said, just because you know, the creative control, the control of it is on yours.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't do it, it's on you. You know what I mean?
Ain't nobody to blame.
Nobody to blame. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got the Joe Button story or, you know, all these other cat stories that was like, yo, we got deadlines and creative control and whatnot. You ain't got that story. You know what I mean?
That's the album that ain't the album I really wanted to put out, you know?
Yeah, right. So, yeah, you really don't got that story when you're independent. And so I'm appreciative of being independent because of that.
So, like, where do you stand on streaming? Because for a fan of streaming, it's like a dream come true. You got all this access to tons of music from the past, you know, current. But for an artist, that mindset could be a little different just regarding the revenue from streaming. You know, where do you stand on it as of today?
I think I love streaming, man. As a consumer, it's like probably the best thing that ever happened in life, right? I mean, I can pay $10 a month and listen to whatever I want to, whenever I want to, from now to back when I grew up. I think that's probably the best concept in the world. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I think whoever created that was a genius, and they knew they was a genius because they making stupid dollars off of it, right? I also believe that though, I think just for the artist perspective, it's kind of a cheat, and artists don't get their well due, but it also make us as artists to be more creative, right? So it's like if I'm not really selling music, because music is not really selling, right?
At all.
Brands are selling right now. It's a different type of catch. People really just selling brands and lifestyle, and so from that perspective, it allowed me as an artist to be an artist, right? Like just to be an artist. Like how can I be creative on what do I want people to get from me, or what do I want people to walk away from me other than my music?
Yeah.
So it allow us to be more full centered, right? It allow us to tap into more than just putting these lyrics on paper, but actually tap into our whole being as a person. And I think that's what we get to see. We get to see a lot of these cats actually living, whether it's a front, a gimmick, or whatever the case may be. Or just people being able to come out their shells like a 6ix9ine. Like I watch him and I just watch how he just live his life. You know what I mean? I'm looking at, how Wiz Khalifa came and hit the scene and was just living his life. You know what I mean?
Right.
People begin to, catch on to the wave of just him being him. And so I think that from that perspective, it allowed us as people, as artists, to literally just be artists, because now it's not just about the music. It's about who we are as people and generally about as people. But as a consumer, come on, man, it's probably the best thing in the world. I love it.
Literally all the classic records, and it even worked like nowadays, like how you say, like just being an artist and being yourself. I'm looking at how, or just hearing interviews with him talk, Will Smith, how it's working for him. He like, like shit, I can use this and really, I get to be me. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't. I gotta really pretend to be the good guy. Like let me be myself and loosen up a little bit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And I think, that's with the whole social media, and even with like having cameras, all those type of things. I think that's what it allowed people to do, just be themselves. You know what I mean? Like if you can be yourself and people like you for you. I think that's that's the new wave. You know what I mean? That's where reality TV shows came from.
Likability.
You know what I'm saying? Likability, just being who you are. Because I don't have to like you, but there's so many people in this world, that might dig what you're doing. And so I definitely dig the new wave, man. I think it's good for the culture. I think it's only gonna get better.
It's fairly new. You know what I'm saying? Like streaming really, I can't even tell you the year, but it was recent. With streaming just becoming like a thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
definitely. Because you still got people that still buy hard copies, right?
Yep.
You still got people that be like, yo, I want a CD.
Downloading. Yep.
Yeah, you still got people that download your music. Like, man, I'd rather download it. You know what I'm saying? So,
vinyl still doing good.
Vinyl's still doing good. So, like, I think it's just it just give us another platform, man. I think every artist, if we look at it as the right, from a just from a different perspective, it just give us a different platform and more of a platform to, give out to the people, man.
It's a sink or swim situation too, because you got some people that they've been so stuck on the hard copies. You know what I'm saying? The downloads is like, well, damn, what do we do now? Like everybody's streaming, and the payout from that ain't so great, which is gonna get better. I feel it's not gonna stay, because we getting too smart now to look and be like, okay, wait a minute, you telling me for this to count as a sale, I gotta have 1,500 streams on this one song? Like, hold up, now everybody getting hip to it. So that's going to eventually change. So I think the payout is going to end up being better. It's going to be more fair for the artists. But, yeah, like you say, it's definitely in a good space. It's going to get better, I think. I feel a way about it now, but I'm also optimistic that it's going to get better.
Oh, no, man. I mean, I think it's, just because it's fairly new, artists is just because we don't get the cut yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anything that's fairly new is not going to necessarily be for the handler best interest, right? It's only gonna be for the owner.
Exactly.
Until, the owner and the handler can get to a piece to where they have an understanding. But I just think, man, it just opened up different airways for everybody, man, and then we put ourselves in a good predicament. Not just take advantage of the streaming, but let the streaming be what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is, but it give us more opportunities to do other things. Because now, just off streaming records, I can book the show. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Just off streaming records, I can get paid $20,000 a show. So am I really mad that I missed out on, selling 100 copies where I just got paid 20 bands because they streaming my junk around the world? You know what I mean? Like,
That's
I'm
real.
really mad. You feel me? It's all pros and cons, man. I like to look at the pros and be able to pro up. You feel me?
Exactly. Now, there was a group that, you guys were in called Crown Royal. Y'all had the joint. I heard some radio interviews. Like, what happened with that? Because it's like it came and then it just kind of was like, wait a minute, what happened?
Yeah, man. Crown Royal, man, was we still inefficient. Other things, life, man. We just got, life, man. When you got 3 grown men, dealing with real life, man, life can kind of, take its toll sometimes, man. But Crown Royal was still up. We still brothers. Shout out to Patience. Shout out to Aim.
Definitely shout out to Patience. I just read his story in the Metro Times. That was some dope shit.
Yeah. So that's that's the homie, man. So they bros, man. So time tells all, man.
True indeed.
Timing was everything. I knew that thing was gonna be super huge. It was huge. It was bigger than what we thought. And I think time, because of time, time will allow it to be what it's supposed to be. So, but we can handle that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because some things get birthed too soon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, all right, it wasn't time for that yet. I know myself. Like, I done a lot of shit. I'm like, damn, it was just too soon for it. Period.
Yeah. I think Crown Royal was just one of those things. It was a lot of work that we all got to do. Just on a personal, and even in our personal careers. You know what I'm saying? But I still believe, like Crown Royal ain't going nowhere. Like, trust me, we got some stuff in the bag. We've been out. Pay right now. He traveling. He got a good karma coming out. I ain't got the Killer Hate joint. Just opened up a new location in downtown in the New Center area. Go check him out down there. And I'm coming out with a series of new projects. So, and I've been working behind the scenes, writing and delivering songs for people. So, what I mean,
we'll talk about. Let's get to it.
So, but before Crown Royal had to be Crown Royal. You know what I mean? Because the storyline, got to match up. You know what
exactly.
I mean? We ain't figuring. You know what I mean? Like, from what I know about them brothers and from what I know about myself, when we write, this thing ain't, this ain't fairy tale. This is fiction. This is non-fiction. This is real stuff. So,
right from the heart.
That storyline still got to play out.
Now, my perception of you is that you seem to be at peace often. I see and I hear the term God body from you a lot. You're certain to address your peers all the time as king, and that's dope. What does that way of being come from? Like, who is A-Dot when the booth isn't lit up and the mic is off?
Yeah, man. I'm just I'm Antoine, man. I'm a regular guy, man. We out here, just living life, man. Understanding who the creator is and how I center myself in that position, and being able to just submit to the authority of that, and understanding my position and my purpose, and every day that's what I'm looking for: kingdom building, kingdom mindset, trying to stay on top of that. Because I know that my decisions don't just affect me; it affect everybody else.
Everybody else. That's real.
About me being an older brother, I kind of always had the mantle of like caretaking, and so I feel like even when I'm out in the world, I feel like I got to caretake. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to be able to help, guide, lead, and support whatever I can to help us be better people and better, and just put us in better situations and help us put ourselves in better positions to make an impact on the world, man. So. When I scream God body, man, that's just basically my better me. You know what I mean? I'm saying that, the God that live in me is what it is. And then, I look at everybody as seniority and sorority. We all royalty. So,
yeah, because
that's just what it is.
I wanted to address it because I was like, I see him speak it all the time, and it seems so authentic. So I gotta hear from him directly, to discuss it and talk about it. So I wanted to definitely touch on that topic in particular.
No, that's real. That's real. Yeah, man. It's just a way of life I develop and becoming who I am. You know what I'm saying? The more I develop self and the more I figure out about self, man, I want to be able to help other people do the same, man. So I just project what I already feel I am. You know what I mean?
True indeed. Even with like social media, like you're on there, but it's not like every day in your face. You're not that artist with it. So do you feel like there's more pros? And I always like to ask the artists this question too, or just in general people that I'm kicking it with. Like, do you feel like there's more pros to using social media, or is there more cons nowadays for artists with social media?
I think depend on what type of artist you are, right? I mean, I think all that stuff kind of depend on your personality as well. Like, you get to see who people are by the way they post and what they talk about, how much they post, how much they, you know what I mean? And so I kind of, I take the Jay-Z route, the Jay-Z method, you know what I'm saying? It was hard to get him for an interview, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And, I take the, don't be in too many presence so long they can't miss you, you know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
I like the people that respect it, respect what I do bring to the table, and I want to be able to respect what everybody else brings to the table, but when I'm there, I want them to be like, yo, he don't do this often. We need to shut up and get this, you know what I'm saying?
Literally.
I do feel like when I do speak, at any time or whatever I do got to give, I feel like I'm giving it, and it's going to be fruitful. You know what I mean? I don't like to just give out a bunch of snacks. Like, I don't even feed my kids candy. You feel me? I feel like you got a lot of people that like junk food and you got a lot of people that like substance, nutrients for the body.
Even with the joint that you got out now, it's like Black America. I was like, he ain't give us the whole shit. It just was like, it was like a minute and 25. I think I said that's perfect. You know what I'm saying? Leaving wanting more. Like, all right, well, what do you got next? What was that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It was, it's just that, that lead up. I don't want people to get too comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Because when people think they know you, then they feel like, they can predict you. You know what I mean? But I like it. Yeah.
That's, when you say that, that's interesting because, like you said, they feel like you predictable, or it's like, all right, I'm kind of used to what he got going on. I'm straight. He'd be all right without me checking it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So, I mean, you get people like that. You know what I'm saying? And you get, then you got the people that post all the time. That people love it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't knocking none. I just think it's all about people's personality. Like, when I'm on social media, that's really me. Like, I'm not doing nothing outside of me. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So, like, so I got, when I'm close, my close people know, how I get down also. But shoot, for the most part, I'm chill.
That's real.
I understand the responsibility, and I understand the responsibility of having, the platform of social media. Understand the power of it too. And so I watch with myself, and I watch what I post, and I watch what I say, because also, it's not just. Like I always say, man, I gotta keep in mind, we ain't the only people watching this, man. You know what I mean?
Talk about it.
Watching it, so I just be real careful about what I let the world. Even my kids, filters are good. It's not bad. Filters are good. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, we'll all just be sleeping outside. There's a reason why we got houses and stuff like that.
Exactly.
The filters are good. You know what I mean? They help us understand a little bit more.
Man, speak on it. That's so real, because, like, I think people just get accustomed to where they feel like they gotta post. Like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta post something. It's like, I can't do that. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Like, I just kind of gotta go on there. If I go on there, it's like, all right, let me post this real quick. I'm promoting this, and I'm out. Post and dip out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, yeah, definitely. I think, but I think that again, it goes with personality, right? It's the same thing. Like, them the same people that gotta feel like they gotta do something. They feel like they gotta say something, right? When they're not filtered, don't trust. That's who they is. Like, they feel like they not filtered. And then you got other people who created through social media, right? You got people that kind of like built their identity through social media as well. Like, I come from the world where it wasn't a social media. Black Planet was the first thing we found out.
Man, dog.
That took a minute, right? You know what I'm saying? Before, I remember, man, you just used to put these little images up there before you could even put a picture on there. I remember the first time they put pictures, it was like, oh snap, you can put a picture on here? Like, it was just crazy. So, I just come from kind of the Stone Age, where, we didn't have all that, man. You know what I mean? We had to be in front of each other. We had to feel each other's energy, and I'm still like that. So
yeah, that ain't changed with me. It's like, I can't make myself, like, I do a video sometimes. Like, you need to do videos more. You need to do. I try to do it, man. I had like about 10 seconds. I was like, this shit ain't organic. Cut it off and just like, I ain't posting this shit.
Yeah,
like, I can't do it.
I can't do it. I'm getting better though. You know what I'm saying? My sister Liz, Ellie hit me up. She said, look, man, you got to keep posting your Black America. I was like, well, I think I posted it enough. She was like, nah, you got to keep posting it.
Yeah, you got to be in their face.
Yeah, right. You got to be in their face. I'm like, look, I like this.
Be like, damn, I posted it once this week.
Right.
Do it again. Do it on Wednesday.
Right. But I be living life. Like, I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think, once my life become more artistry, then you probably get more posts from me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Big in my life right now is being a dad. You know what I'm saying?
Man, tell me about it.
So it's like, you know, I don't want my kids all over social media like that all the time. You know what I mean? And I don't want people to think I do that for kudos. Like I really be out here living. I like to enjoy the moment. So
That's real shit, man. How you feel about the albums that have come out so far this year? You know, 2018 been a consistent year as far as hip hop. What you rocking with? Like, what's the favorite album?
man, I like a lot of stuff, man. I like I like a whole lot of stuff that dropped, man. But what's on rotation, man, on the daily, like I like I'm real with my peers, man. So I like what Patience been putting out. Gold Crown JB been putting out some music, man. That junk been crazy.
He nice, man.
Gov dropped a new joint. That was crazy. I'm still rocking with the Pierre Anthony that came out earlier this year, man. As far as like, if we talking, my homeboy Jay Pitch dropped some stuff that was crazy. But if we talking like big names, super names, I like the Jacquees record. I'm gonna tell you what surprised me.
I haven't heard that one yet.
Jacquees surprised me. His record, his project surprised me. The Cat Super Cane dropped something this year that was crazy. Travis Chandler joint was One Wing Angel was super crazy.
Yeah, that shit, man. I'd have worked out to that. I was like, this shit got the energy.
That modulate goes so crazy. I'm gonna hit him up because I need a verse on that. That was so crazy. I like that Lecrae and Zaytoven. Lecrae been dropping some heat too, man.
I heard about that one. It's so much shit.
Yeah, bro. It's just a lot, man. And that's the thing about music, like. It's so much, you know what I'm saying? It's hard, but I'm one of those that I'm old school. When I listen, I gotta listen.
Yeah.
I'm playing for a minute. Like I play music for a minute, man. The Yay was straight. Black Thought was crazy. That Daniel Caesar was amazing. You know what I'm saying? Those type of cats, man. The JID was crazy.
Black Thought came through with 5 for us. Like, here y'all go. Y'all hold that.
Yeah, man. Black Thought came through with so much lyrical exercise. I said, ooh wee. Yeah,
gave us 5, told us hold that, he'll be back.
Come on now, like what I like about what's happening though, man. And the other thing I love about the internet is streaming. The J Rock album was crazy. People slept on the Redemption because of Scorpion. And look, don't sleep on the Redemption.
Man, that Redemption's so hard.
Album, fire, bro.
I keep telling people, I said that's up there. Like as far as the bigger names, that's up there for me. That and Book of Ryan. I haven't changed my rotation with those two. I like them up there still.
Yeah, the Book of Ryan was crazy. That's Roy's best project.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Roy's best project. The Carters was crazy. I love the Carters.
Yeah, they came out of nowhere with it.
Yeah, they so funny though, man. They funny. Jay a funny cat, bro.
Yeah, look, he think we don't know. It's like, come on, man, you know what you was doing, dog.
Come on the same day though. Like, you could even hear the Nas joint like that. Like
they were just waiting, like, let's see what he trying to drop it. We gonna see if he come out with it. As soon as he do.
Yeah, that's how I felt. It was like, man, come on, man, you gonna do it like that, but. Yeah, man, it's just been a lot. It's a lot of music, man. I've been listening to a lot of music, man, but just giving people their props, man, and I'm trying. I slow roll, man. So I gotta catch it when I catch it. When I do catch it, man, I play it and I listen to it, man. So, but those are the joints. I'm really looking forward to this Lupe album, man.
Man, the Wave joint, dog.
I'm looking forward to that, man. That's probably one of the biggest joints I'm looking forward to, and I'm looking forward to Mick Jenkins' album dropping, man.
Okay.
Young Mick Jenkins, man, you get a chance, man. Get up on Mick, man. Young cat from Chicago.
And that's crazy because I heard that name. I just never heard. It just be names you hear like, oh, yeah, my man is dope. They say, yeah, I'm going to check him out. You just never really get around to it.
Man, Mick Jenkins is a beast, bro. A beast. Like, a beast with it, dog. So, yeah. It's been dope, though. It's been a great year for hip-hop, man. A really great year for hip-hop. A really great year for hip-hop.
Because 2017 had me looking like, damn, what they expecting this next year? Shit, they lit this year up.
Yeah. It's been a great year for hip-hop, man. I'm excited.
So let us know, like, what's, we're going to close it out with this, but, like, what you got coming up next? Like, Plug was currently out, but then what should we expect next from you?
Yeah, man. So, of course, you got the Black America video out, man, on YouTube. That's A.OK. On the YouTube channel. Subscribe to that. You definitely can follow me on Instagram, official A. That's official A. All one word. Of course, on Facebook as well. On Facebook, official A. and Twitter, of course, official A. All social media. We got some, man. Listen, so I got a new video dropping, man, next month. Actually, man, I got like 400 videos dropping this year before the year is out, man.
You said 400?
No, 4.
I was about to say, God dang, Grindface, that shit is real. This Grindface. Like that.
We do it like that, man. Yeah, man. So I got like 4 more videos dropping, man. A couple features going on. Dropping, man. I got the reality music EP coming out 4th quarter of this year, man, around like December time, and I'm gonna try to release that thing, put that out. And that's gonna come with a 3-piece EP. So I'm gonna drop them by 1, 2, and 3. So next year y'all can get the other 2.
Yes, sir.
We dropping videos to that. I'm in a play on September 8th. In Southfield, man, I'm playing this cat named Walter, man, that's trying to get this chick back, this crazy chick back.
Oh,
that's gonna be funny, man. And you know, I'm doing more of that as well, man. Just venturing off into acting. I'm gonna be on the road, man, in November, just in Chicago, Ohio, and New Jersey, man. I got some Jersey dates, and I'm working on some Philly dates as well, man.
dope.
Promoting reality music, man. This whole little EP dropping, man. So that's what's popping, man. Also, you can catch me on iTunes. I still got music up there. The Blackout is still up. Official a.bandcamp.com. All my music that I ever put out is up there for free for regular download. So that's where I'm at, man. I got a lot of stuff popping, man. So we definitely gonna be in. We in, man. My Grindface is on, man. I got a couple people that I've been partnering up with, man, just on the financial tip. So we got a nice push coming out, man, for this next year and a half, man. So be on the lookout.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Keep me updated, man. For sure.
Definitely, man. I appreciate the sit down, man. I love stuff like this just to be able to kick it. Man. Oh, and man, we well overdue too, man. Don't be playing with them bars, man.
Oh, you know, come on now. You know, this me, man. What was Shannon Sharp say? Ain't no problem. Hey, for real.
Shannon Sharp is hilarious.
That's who that shit had me dying, though. Ain't no problem. Yeah, hey man, just send it, man. When you got it, I'm low key. I probably got some shit over here for you, dog. I ain't gonna hold you up.
I want to work on something, man. I definitely want to work on something. I want to work on like some collab, like a collab project, man. But we ain't gonna talk too much about that on air. But I definitely want to get that with you.
No doubt, man. And plus, cause before we go, I got this this website now called stem.is, and they so dope because when you do collaborations now, it's not like all of the other distribution services where they, you gotta wait a minute, you know what I'm saying? You don't know how they ain't splitting the money up to who should get what. It's just like it's all coming to you. You gotta figure. STEM is like, yo, give us the email to who's on this project, what's their first and last name. If they got publishing with ASCAP or BMI, put that here. And what they do is they contact the collaborators and they make sure that everybody, however you set that up or whatever y'all agree to as far as a percentage on the splits, they gonna get that to you. Like, they pay out on the 15th of every month. I just found out about this shit because of Instagram. On a day I was not gonna go on Instagram, fucked around, went on there, and you know how it is now. They got our phones so bugged. They know what we, checking online for and everything. So I'm like, what's this? Sponsor ad come up. I hit the sign up part or whatever, went to their social media. I'm like, oh, okay. Seen that. I got a single now. It's actually off of the mixtape /EP that's out. The Hold Me Down joint that's off there. And I got that. That's going to be on all the streaming platforms. I just want to test it out to see, like, man, let me see what happens if they really paying on the 15th of each month and if they really, distributing this shit as it should be to all the collaborators involved. So, yeah, I'm excited about that platform.
Man, yeah, that's super dope, man. Especially now because, we need to make it easier for people to get money with, man.
Yeah.
I'm just, the more music you put out, the more money you can make. If you can put out 100 projects, and and it's new, shoot, that's the money you can make.
I'm thinking about moving my whole catalog over there. Like, all right, this how we gonna do this? Like, let's go and get this.
Hey, why not,
get this to everybody involved.
Hey, man, I think that's genius, man. And whoever STEM is, shout out to STEM for allowing, for seeing the need and seeing the problem, man, and they was able to fix the situation.
Absolutely.
So, for sure.
Yep, most definitely, man. Appreciate you coming on. And this ain't got to be one time, man. Any time, whenever you feel like, yo, I got some shit I need to talk about. Hit me up. We can get it popping.
Man, I'm with that, man. Hey, I'm with that, bro. For sure.
But for real, man, I'm gonna edit this episode and I'm gonna have it to you like soon. It probably, I ain't gonna tell everybody when I drop it during the episode, but you'll know. I'll tag you in it.
All right, King. I appreciate that, my baby. We on one.
Most definite.
The podcast you just heard was published with Anchor. Got something you want to say to the creator of this show? Send them a voice message using the Anchor app, free for iOS and Android.